Your left to a point high above the glacier where you will board your Ice Explorer. Should take us about 7 or 8 minutes to get up there. I'm going to point out a few items of interest along the way. Please enjoy.
Sharp 200 to take 8.
Go ahead.
Where is she? There she is. I don't think so.
Then they charge everybody for it.
No, I was just, you know.
It's fun when we get 7 or 8 buses in here. Can't see who's coming, who is going.
And people are behind them.
Oh, that's exactly it.
People aren't the problem.
When you get 2 or 3 buses trying to back out at the same time, when you get a bus in between, right?
Excuse me?
We had one up in
Yeah.
Just past these 3 lovely Canadian flags here. In between these 3 and the 3 further down, there is a large pile of rock and debris. This is what is known as the Terminal Moraine. It marks the furthest advance of the Athabasca Glacier in 1843. Since then, it has receded roughly 1.5 kilometers to where it sits today. All these small and large piles of rock and debris on the right-hand side are what are known as the annual moraines, or the push moraines. They mark the annual advance and retreat of the glacier. So, in the winter, when it gets nice and frigidly cold around here, the glacier will advance, acting a bit like a bulldozer pushing everything in front of it. And then in the spring and summer, when it starts to melt on lovely days like today, the glacier will melt, recede, and leave these nice little piles. If you just give me 1 moment, I'm going to radio your Ice Explorer driver. Let them know we're on the way. Here we have a good example of a subalpine forest. It consists mainly of subalpine fir and Engelmann spruce with the odd white bark pine. Does anybody want to take a guess as to how old these trees are?
30, 40 years.
25, 30, 40, 100, 200? Going once? Going twice? Well, actually, these ones on our left-hand side are about 300 to 400 years old. Wow. They are very small for their age because of a very short growing season, roughly 60 to 90 days each year. Wow. Now, if you look across the valley floor to our right, up the other side, there's a small triangular forest on the hill up there. That is what we like to call the ancient forest. Those trees over there are roughly 700 to 800 years old and are thought to be the oldest trees in the province of Alberta. Many of the trees in this area will only have branches on the one side. This is an effect called flagging, which is caused by the katabatic winds coming out of the glacier. Katabatic is a word meaning cold, and constant. Basically, these winds will freeze the sack on one side of the tree, preventing any branches from drawing.
Down with Shell 200. There'll be one, I'd assume anyway that you can go down after that.
So up ahead on our left, about 11 o'clock, we have the lovely Mount Athabasca with the Snowbus Glacier on the front face there. It's a very popular climbing mountain in the summer. Does anybody want to take a guess why it's so popular?
Okay, yeah,
Nobody? Anybody? Anything?
It's easy.
Easy? No, not at all. Definitely not easy. Tall? It is fairly tall, actually. It's just about 3,500 meters. I know that's not it. Good view? Excellent view. That would be definitely one of the reasons, but not the one we're looking for. Alright. So, the reason I'm looking for here is actually the free parking right in front of us. This lot, right, this gravel lot beside us is reserved for the climbers. Takes out the need for any long approach. You can drive your car straight to the base of the mountain and start your climb fresh. On a typical summer day, it may take 6 to 8 hours to go up. 2 to 4 hours, or about 3 seconds to come down. On the right-hand side here, we have a third type of moraine. This is the lateral moraine. Guys, just explored a bit more about this and the rest of the moraines once again on the glacier. These small trees on the left-hand side are still about 300 years old. It is very hard for them to grow up here, for of course soil conditions and harsh climate. And as we come up around the corner just up ahead here, we are entering what is known as the Alpine Zone. In this area of the Rocky Mountains, the Alpine Zone is roughly 2,250 meters, or about 7,200 feet above sea level. Very limited vegetation up here. There's the odd brush and shrub in between the rocks on either side, but that's pretty much it. And since there is very limited vegetation, there is also very little wildlife. The odd ground squirrels, ptarmigans, pine martens, Colombian ground squirrels, and we do get a few bighorn sheep up here. They normally come up once or twice a week, maybe for a couple hours, to lick the minerals off the rocks, and then head back down to lower elevations. So up until this point, we have been able to pave the road because we are driving along the bedrock of Mount Athabasca. Right now, we are leaving the pavement. We're now driving directly on the moraine itself. We can't pave this road anymore because it is moving. This road we are driving on at the moment is sinking down towards the glacier to our right at a rate of about 1 to 2 meters every year. About 35 years ago, this roadway was straight and just about level from the pavement behind us to the bays up ahead. So as we come around the corner up ahead, we are approaching your Ice Explorer. Today you're in Ice Explorer number 541. I'd like to ask you to please collect all your belongings, as I will be transporting other passengers while you are out on the glacier. She just took my parking spot. Oh, we can fit it. There we go. Alright, so your driver for this afternoon will be Dustin. Ice Explorer number 541 right in front of us here. If you have any garbage, please bring it to the pail up front here. And enjoy your tour. You got a great day for it.